This is Sessions with Sonia, and I'm your host, Sonia. Let's get started. This is a space where we're going to be talking about real conversations. It's a place where you can grow, and we're going to be very transparent. Our very first episode, we're going to be talking about perimenopause. Perimenopause, as you guys have heard me talk about in the past on social media, is something that has really hit me. It's very personal for me and it's very raw. And our topic for this episode today is perimenopause and partnership, how we're navigating it together. Perimenopause is a stage that women go through. From it can start as early as the age of 40 up to the age of 46. It's that stage that's right before menopause, and it's a topic that's not talked about enough. It has truly changed how I navigate in my career, how I parent my children, and even in my relationship with my husband. And so today we're going to talk about it. In the past, perimenopause have been, like I said, a topic that's not been highly discussed. And I want you guys to feel comfortable discussing it. I want us women to feel supported by our families, and so I'm here to shed some light on it and to bring some education. Some of the symptoms that I have been feeling and battling with lately are brain fog, which I'm going through that right now, where it's hard for me to remember. I can be in mid conversation and will forget my entire thought. And it's overwhelming, guys. It's overwhelming. I'm in the middle of my career with my business I started. And I had a brain fog, seriously. So I know it sounds crazy, but it's something that really affects us. So the brain fog, the night sweats, the hot flashes, the memory losses, the itchy skin, the hair loss, on top of me having alopecia, it has been challenging. So I want to remind us women that you are not broken, that you are just simply transitioning. And so, with that being said, I would like to welcome my husband who is here to support me. And we're going to be talking about how it's affected our home and how he's been a support. Mr. Jeff Ashley. Yes. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. So I wanted you to come on the podcast. You've been a very big support for me. These last few years have been really challenging with me starting the business and trying to navigate in life and trying to encourage people for what I do for a living. I'm a therapist, so I provide therapy, and what people don't know behind the scenes, you have been a big part of me doing that successfully. And I really appreciate you for being so understanding. And so I just kind of want to bring it to the camera. I want us to, I know we're private. I know you like to be private, but,
Right.
and so I appreciate you coming on to just talk about it, kind of share how has perimenopause affected our household, our relationship, our children.
Well, I guess the
Transition.
first thing I would say is coming from a place of not understanding what it was.
Right.
It kind of caught me off guard because I thought it was just a phase with no repercussions. But,
Right.
But then as I sat back and watched, I noticed that it was a real thing and it had real effects.
Yes.
And for me to learn more about it, Google is our best friend.
Yes.
So I got online Googling different things, what challenges you were facing.
Yes.
As far as the hot flashes, the mood swings, the
Yes.
irritability,
Mm-hmm.
the inability to sleep at night.
Yes. Oh
And
my
so,
goodness. Yes. Which affects my entire life.
right. That enhances everything else.
Yeah.
But I also went a step further and went into looking at the supplements that could possibly be taken to kind of take the edge off.
Yes. I remember you bought me some supplements.
Right. Yeah. And so it's a process, and just it's not anything that can be um, corrected overnight.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you just got to be patient and go through the process.
Let me ask you this. So, having a hot flash right now. Wow. So, with me being a therapist, I try to be aware of my mood. I try to be aware of my thoughts, um, especially when my thoughts are intrusive and they're negative. And I know that my thoughts would not produce a happy home. So because of what I do, it has really made me aware of my responses to you and our children. And so, what is your response to that? Because I know it's hard for me to tell other women, you know, be careful, how you respond, watch what you say, when their feelings are valid and they want to feel validated and they cannot help what they're experiencing.
Well, I think with your profession, that's a plus on my part, being that you are aware. I know a lot of men face it with their wives or significant other,
Mm-hmm.
and their wives may not be as aware as you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so that can create issues, but because you were aware when it started happening, and you would say it's perimenopause. It would
I know it sometimes sound like a broken record.
well, it keeps things in the forefront of when
Yes.
something is said or something is done.
Yes.
Then I'm more like, you know what? That's perimenopause. Don't say nothing this time. Just kind of let her have that.
Yes.
And so it's hard sometimes, but
Mm-hmm.
like anything, it's give and take, and
Yes.
and the more you understand, the more you give, the more you take.
I remember this one time we were sleeping, and I think it might have been back in December or January. But anyway, it was really, really cold outside, and I was like, "I'm hot.
Oh,
Turn the air down. Turn the fan on." You like, "Oh, it's kind of cool." And
yeah.
I'm like, "Well, I'm cold," and I was like, "I'm hot," and this literally happened probably about 12 times within an hour and a half. I remember. And it never dawned on me until the next day when we got up and we were getting ready to start our day, and you were like, "Man, girl, you were hot and you were cold. You were hot, you were cold. I want you to be comfortable though." And it dawned on me, like, wow, huh? He's catering to me, but he's being affected by this too, and so I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I just learned what I can sleep in and to make me comfortable either way. If she
Yes.
cold, okay, I'll sleep.
Yes.
So I sleep in a universal sleeping outfit.
Yes. Yes. What is something that you can tell the men who are watching um, to prepare for or to help them?
If I had to say anything to a man, I would say read up on it, understand it more, and ask your wife what she's going through, because every situation may be different. So it's not that you can just read a book and say, okay, well, I'm going to do this. No, you have to find out what she's going through so you can better cater to her symptoms.
Right.
And then just be patient, go with the flow, and not everything is a fight.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
so I would say just sit back and
Communication, compromise, understanding.
all of that. Yeah, all of that.
Yes. Yes. Patience. Yeah. Love.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. To the women, um, I just want to encourage you to be honest about what you feel. The question was asked to me the other day: how do I pause and respond to some of the symptoms and even the intrusive thoughts? And my answer was, and so here's my answer for you ladies who may be experiencing this, who, feel extremely overwhelmed, you feel unheard, and you feel like no one understands. When you are having those thoughts, hear me now. I'm not saying that what you're feeling is not real, but it's not really your reality. It's just a state in a moment. And so, what you must do, you must take time to think about what you're feeling and be able to talk about it in a kind way, a way that that's not going to be rude. Be able to process what you're feeling. Understand that what you are feeling, probably 9 times out of 10, is not what it actually is. Just like I tell my clients when I'm in therapy, cognitive behavior therapy, if we can change the way we think, then we can change our actions and our behavior. I do not believe in the happy wife, happy life. I believe in happy spouse, happy house, and also our children. You know, I'm raising young adults and teenagers, and hey, everybody knows, yeah, without me even saying anything, that's a challenge in itself, especially going through this stage where I'm in life. So we have to learn to be patient, learn to be, use our words like honey. We can capture more bees with honey than we can lemon juice and just be more understanding. I remember that one time where I felt like I was going to lose it all. Like in mid conversation, and I'm forgetting what I need to say and forgetting to put in notes on time, and just everything was coming at me. It seemed like every issue the girls could have, they were having. I mean, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Like I'm in a position to where I have to show up and be strong for everybody. I have to be this person for everybody.
Right.
But at the stage at the stage where I'm in my life, I need somebody to show up for me. I need people to be understanding and therapeutic for me. I need people to show me compassion, and sometimes it hurts when I don't receive that. Especially from my children, with my oldest daughter, with, some of the things that she's went through in life, and, trying to parent her, learning how to parent a young adult, learning how to parent, my other girls, teenagers. It's hard. And we have a blended family, trying to be there for my bonus daughter. It's a lot. It's just overwhelming sometimes.
But we're going to make it through it.
Cut. I know it was a time where about the clothes being picked up from the dry cleaners or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you told me you were going to pick them up, and then I didn't pick them up, and
And
you
you
put it
only,
back on me.
yeah, and you only pick your own clothes up. Like you pick your clothes up, right?
Yeah, because you had an outfit that had a stain in it that they had to work longer on.
Mm-hmm. And I felt like you just didn't want to pick up my clothes.
Yeah, and I brought the receipt home and told you, well, your clothes are still there. And you said, well, I'll pick them up tomorrow or whatever.
Yeah,
And then when you didn't pick them up
yes,
tomorrow, then it was, you should have got them, da, 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 da.
yes. And then when I saw the receipt, I said, oh, you paid for them. So you were going to pick them up. And I was like, I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah. Damage done.
Ladies, that's what happens sometimes. I mean, I just felt like he was being inconsiderate, but he really was going to pick up my clothes. And I felt like that because I'm always doing something for him. Y'all know I love my Conan. I go above and beyond for him. So I'm in the stage of my life where I want to feel like he is matching my energy. And so I think that's a part of me feeling overwhelmed and the intrusive thoughts, because all of these negative thoughts, they get in my mind. And just like when y'all come and book an appointment with Miss LaSonia Ashley and you want to talk about your issues in your marriage, just because I'm a therapist don't mean I don't have issues. I just learned how to navigate through them, even in this difficult stage of perimenopause. And I applaud my husband. Thank you, Coned. Yeah, I appreciate that. What's another episode I can do next?
Girls trips.
Okay, what about it?
How does your significant other feel about girls trip, and how do you feel about girls trip? Does it cause a problem in your relationship?
Hmm.
Because girls trip is something it's big now, and you got a lot of married women that go on girls trip with single women, and what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and now it's what goes on in Jamaica stays in Jamaica.
Hell to the no. Twice. Twice. No.
So
Okay.
that's a good topic. That's something that a lot of people are experiencing now. I got friends that don't like for their wives to go on couple girls trip.
Mm-hmm. Does my husband like for me to go on girls trip?
That's a fight I don't even want.
Wow.
So it's like it makes room for me to go on a boys trip.
And guess what? I encourage that. So, guys, I guess the next episode we're going to be talking about girls trip and how does it affect your household? Especially if you're married, right?
Hey, there you go.
I don't see nothing wrong with it. Women have to have a space for themselves where they can let their hair down and talk to one another and encourage, and we can have fun.
Yeah, you can't be around each other all the time.
That's true.
And
That's why it's a trip.
Like I told you, sometimes I need that masculine energy
Yes.
being in the house with 5 women all the time.
Yes, and guess what? I encourage you. I even set it up.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So next time we're going to be talking about girls trips, guys trips, and trust. Stay tuned.